Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool Career Mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, we're going to quickly recap on the previous episode. If you haven't watched it, definitely go and give it a watch. It was a little bit of a goal fest. Of course, the first game in the previous episode, we faced off back at Anfield for the second game in the Premier League to face off against Brighton. And I was thinking, I had the confidence, I was thinking this should be an easy game, an easy 3 points. But to be honest, in the first 45 minutes, Brighton shocked me. We went 1-0 up, and within minutes, Brighton had scored one, and we were going in at half-time with a 1-1 draw. And I'm thinking, do you know what? We need to change something up. And once again, we come out all cylinders firing. We managed to go on with a huge scoreline and beat them 4-1. Obviously, then, of course, going into the Leicester game, which was the second game in the previous episode, I had the confidence of thinking, we beat Brighton 4-1. We've got to go out there and smash Leicester. Same thing happened again. We scored, and then a silly mistake from Alisson and Van Dijk at the back, and they equalised going in a half-time once again. It was 1-1. So I'm thinking, what is going wrong here? But again, second half, we come out with like a whole different team. We turned up, we made some substitutions, and we beat Leicester 3-1. Now, of course, Bruno has made a decent comment in the comment section on the last two videos saying, Brad, there seems to be defensive errors, and I agree. It's funny that every single game at the moment, apart from the Crystal Palace game, we've actually conceded a goal. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop that happening today because it is a very, very big episode. As you can see, in just 4 days' time, we face off against Spurs, and then I do believe we do right there. Then 3 days later, we play our very first Champions League game against PSG. So I'm thinking there's probably going to be a lot of goals in today's episode. Hopefully a little bit of a goal fest once again. But the reason I haven't advanced all the way to the Spurs game, guys, is for this reason here. I didn't want you to miss this. Player of the Month was, of course, given to Mohamed Salah. As you can see there, Salah grabbed September Player of the Month award. Now, it's a little bit of a shock, that, because he'd only got an assist before his 2 goals in the previous episode. So we got an assist and 2 goals in the whole of the month of September. So I was thinking, I'm not really sure why he was given Player of the Month. You know, you look down there, you've got Volland, you've got Arnautovic, Pritchard, Mata, Aubameyang, all players with 2 goals, possibly some assists under their belt as well. But I thought I'd have to leave that in the video. That's exactly why I didn't advance all the way to the Spurs game. And obviously, we've just come back from an international break. And as you can see, Salah and Jimenez are not fully fit. So what I'm going to do now is advance all the way to the Spurs game, sort out the squad. We'll have a little look over the squad, and then we'll get into today's game. So as I said, Spurs is the first game in today's episode, and then we'll be facing off against PSG. And here we are, guys, at match day, where we are facing off against Spurs. And I just literally glimpsed to the news article here, and I didn't realise that Spurs actually signed Karim Benzema, so he may be looking to get his debut against us. But this is the squad I'm putting out. I've changed it up a little bit because I've realised we've got a difficult game against Spurs, and we've got our first game in the Champions League against PSG, another very difficult team. So I want to make sure that I can get most of these players back fit. But if not, we can always bring in other players to replace them. So we've got Mane at that left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah at that right wing. We've got Lallana and his first game actually starting in the starting 11. Of course, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain linking up in that central midfield role with Lallana. We've got Fabinho at CDM. He did request to play, and I do want to rest Henderson for that PSG game. So I've brought Fabinho into the team. Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with, of course, Alisson in goal. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this game against Spurs. I'm hoping we can bring the 3 points home. I think it's going to be a very difficult game. I think we've got to get a few goals in there. We've got to start off early. I'd like to be going in a half-time with the win, but we'll have to see what happens in this first 45 minutes. And here we go. I am excited for this one. We're coming off the back end of beating Leicester 3-1 and Brighton 4-1. We're scoring plenty of goals. I'm just hoping we can do that against Spurs today. I don't believe for 1 minute it's going to be an easy game. I think we're going to have to be careful of the likes of Dele Alli, Eriksen, Kane, especially at the back. We're playing young Joe Gomez. We've got to make sure we're following the runs. Got to make sure we're getting stuck in. And most of all, we've got to make sure we're putting goals in the back of their net and not hopefully conceding too many in our own. Let's go ahead and get into this first 45-minute period. And hopefully be going in at half-time with a lead. Nicely done. Nice little ball to Mane. Straight out to Firmino. We're playing well so far. Mane's already in behind. Come on. Mane, nice little ball in. Looking back post for Fabinho. Oh, and it's just wide. Just wide. Good run there from Fabinho. He has to get in the team. We've given him his chance. Decent header, just wide. Lloris was beaten if that's on target. Fabinho seems to be coming out of... Oh no, Harry Kane's through. Harry Kane could be through. Come on, Trent, do everything you can. Get in front of the ball. Big save, get rid of it. Nicely done, Robertson. Nicely done. Let's play that across. Straight up to Salah, and Salah could be in behind here. We're going to have Mane coming in back post. Let's just try and get this ball in. Looking for Mane. Slip it through. Mane! Yes! 1-0 Liverpool. 13 minutes in. And we've managed to go from one end of the pitch to the other. Beautiful counter from Salah and Mane. Played very well then. It was literally a couple of passes. We got up there. Slipped the ball between Lloris and I do believe Sanchez. And Mane didn't have much else to do other than slot it into the top corner. Thought he was going to put that over the bar. Thought that was going to be a Riyad Mahrez penalty there. I told us up Lallana, go on, play it round. There's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain pushing forwards. I'm going to hit this with the Ox. Nice little shot. Firmino. Do you know what? It doesn't even matter. We're 2-0 up against Spurs. For a split second, it flashed to Fabinho in the bottom right. So I screamed Fabinho, but it was actually Firmino. I don't really like them both being on the pitch at the same time. I get very confused, but unbelievable. Lovely strike from Roberto Firmino, who puts us 2-0 up after 18 minutes. Third goal in the Premier League. They're coming forward, Spurs once again. Julian Brandt. Ball comes in. Van Dijk's got to get there. Alisson's there. No problem. Let's throw this out to Mane on the wing. Let's control this, Mane. Play it inside. Nicely done. Lallana breaking forwards. Got Mane on the overlap once again. Mane pushing forwards. Absolutely unbelievable. Ball going in. I've got Salah there. Salah's there. Straight into Lloris's hands. Fabinho going to play it on the inside to Lallana. I've got a ball through there to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Going to go around the corner looking for Salah. I've driven him out a little bit wide. Put a little dink in. Lallana's there with the header. Takes a deflection and goes out for a corner. Wish Lallana would have just put his laces through that. Careful. Here comes Dele Alli. We're going to get a foot in there. Nice tackle from the youngster Trent. Beautiful tackle indeed. Let's play that through. Straight over the top looking for Mane, who's going to break through in the middle. Here goes Mane. Not going to be selfish. Playing Salah. A little bit too far. Let's dink this back in. Firmino! Oh, tell you what. This front three at the moment are on fire. Swinging it over to Trent. Surely the ref is going to blow any second. And there we go. The referee does in fact blow for half time. We're going in against Spurs, who are currently, I think, 5th or 6th in the Premier League, and we're beating them 2-0. We're playing absolutely unbelievable, and I may sound shocked, but I am, for the simple reason, yes, we're playing well, yes, I feel like I'm confident, but it's against Spurs. I mean, we went in 1-1 against Brighton, we went in 1-1 against Leicester at half-time. We're going in at half-time 2-0 up against Spurs. I'm happy with how the lads are playing, so we're just going to get into the second half, and hopefully find a couple more, and I'll be so impressed if we can keep a clean sheet in this game. Big tackle from Sanchez there. It means our players can get on. Sadio Mane going off for Ryan Sessegnon. We've got Lallana coming off for Gini Wijnaldum. Get a foot in. Nicely done. Let's release this. Sessegnon is in behind. Ryan Sessegnon is through on goal. I'm going to be greedy and try and get him. His debut goal. Yes! Ryan Sessegnon. I've just said their debut goal, but it's actually not his debut. He did come on as a substitute in the previous episode. But what a goal from the young man Ryan Sessegnon to put us 3-0 up against Spurs. What a goal. I thought, you know what? He's made a decent run here. I'm going to be greedy. And that, of course, is his first goal in the Premier League. His first goal for Liverpool. And he puts us 3-0 up against Tottenham. Play it into the middle. Here we go. Play it out. Oh, it's not a good pass. Not a good pass at all. They're in. And it's nearly a goal. Harry Kane shooting on his weak foot, and it's nearly a goal. Surely. And there we go. Before I even say surely, after this kick, it's over. The referee has already blown for full time. You can hear the boos around the Spurs stadium. Liverpool turned up today. Absolutely incredible. It was very one-sided indeed. Not really sure what happened to Spurs. They didn't start off great, and they just didn't get into their groove. And I've been there. We did in the pre-season. We did against games like against Crystal Palace. I just couldn't find my groove. I couldn't find a goal. But in the end, absolutely incredible from the lads. And here we are, guys, ready to face off for our very first game in the Champions League. We're at Anfield and we're facing off against PSG. Now, I'm hoping you just got to see that little bit of an intro. There was an actual UEFA Champions League intro there, but I'm not sure if with the music being the, the usual Champions League music, whether YouTube will copyright it. So I'll do a render with it in, and if I get copyright strike, I'll have to take that down. I'll also do a render without it in, so I can upload that just in case I do get copyright striked. Obviously, we don't want to be getting copyrights just just because of a simple intro, but we are finally here ready for our first game in the Champions League. You can see there's a background. It's changed a little bit slightly. The colours have changed, obviously, to the Champions League colours. Now, unfortunately, guys, as much as I wanted to put out the best squad I possibly could, we're playing PSG. They are not an easy team. This is going to be very, very difficult. You've got the likes of Cavani, Di Maria, Mbappe, Neymar. It's not going to be an easy game, but I would rather play some players that aren't fully fit, that are decent and playing well at the moment, than risk changing the whole team. So this is the squad I'm putting out against PSG. We've got Mane at that left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Big Shaq on that right wing, Wijnaldum and Milner linking up in the central midfield role, Henderson at the central defensive midfield, Robertson, Van Dijk, Jimenez and Alves at the back, with of course Alisson in goal. And as you can see there, Mane, Firmino, Van Dijk and Robertson are not fully fit. But I've got to ask myself, would I rather have Van Dijk 75-80% fit, or have Lovren at 100% or Matip at 100%. I'd rather have Van Dijk. Now, obviously, the three players I'm going to look at taking off, if we get a decent lead, if we're up 2-3-0 at half-time, I'll look at taking those players off, but it'll be Mane, Firmino and Van Dijk. Then I'll try and keep the ball away from Robertson, try and get him to stop making runs. I'll change my tactics, make sure he stays back, because obviously we don't want to risk him getting injured, because obviously we've got a decent other left back. We've got Kieran Tierney, but he's not quite there yet. We need Robertson as the main man, but we're going to go ahead and get into this first game in the Champions League. I am excited for this. Obviously, this is my first time playing career mode. I haven't played a Champions League game in Korea. Let's go ahead and get into this game at Anfield and hopefully get those 3 points. And here we are back at Anfield, the beautiful stadium. I'm so excited for this. I have not played a Champions League game. And I tell you what, it's not an easy team to be our first game either. PSG, Marco Verratti.
Coming up live here on EA TV.
The champions. I'm just hoping that YouTube doesn't flag up with this music and decide to copyright me, because I'll be absolutely gutted if that's the case. Neymar, Cavani, Mbappe. It's just going to be crazy. Thiago Silva at the back. This is just going to be one mental game. Here we go. We've got to stop that man down that left wing. Dani Alves will be the man marking him, but let's go ahead and get into this first 45-minute period and hopefully be going at half-time with a win. Oh, look at this. Neymar's in behind already. Stop this ball coming in. Good save from Alisson. Good save indeed. Neymar already having a shot after just 6 minutes. We've got to stop and we've got to do better than that. Ball coming in. Let's win that. Cavani with an overhead kick. Virgil van Dijk puts it out for another corner. Tell you what, PSG are on another level to Spurs right now. They've become very attackive. Ball coming in. Cavani once again going for that overhead kick at the near post. Play it into the middle is Henderson. Nice ball looking for Henderson. Henderson's in behind. Let's put this across. Gini Wijnaldum. Yes! What a lovely, beautiful little bit of football there from Liverpool. Literally the last 10 minutes has been PSG, Neymar and Cavani battering down our wings, going for overhead kicks. Suddenly we get a break. Beautiful ball there from Dani Alves into Firmino, into Henderson, across the goal to Gini Wijnaldum. And Gini Wijnaldum gets his first Champions League goal. Gini Wijnaldum right now is the best player in this Liverpool team for me. He's absolutely unbelievable. What a start for Liverpool. Watch the run, watch the run. Keep that ball out, get that ball out. Nicely done, Alisson. Careful, Robertson. Mbappe is quick down this side. Nice interception. Looking straight round the corner for Mane. Going to play this in to Robertson. Looking for Shaqiri. Shaqiri's round this man and Buffon up with a huge save. Absolutely massive save right there. Buffon has just kept them in it. Nicely done, Firmino. Going to look straight round the corner for Mane. It's a beautiful ball. Let's try and cut it here. Mane onto his right foot. Oh, big save from Buffon. 4 minutes added on. Van Dijk in the middle. Can we score a second before half time? Ball coming in. Van Dijk's there. So's Buffon. And Buffon collects it. Referee blows for half time at Anfield. Lads, we're going in with a 1-0 lead against PSG. If I'm completely honest, I would feel it's gone PSG's way at the moment. We had a decent run. We've had a decent few shots. But PSG right now on the ball are absolutely unbelievable. It's very tic-tacky. It's like facing off against Barcelona. If we can keep the ball, play a little bit of possession football, I truly believe we can beat PSG at Anfield in this first game of the Champions League. Come on, lads. Ball into Mane, going to take a touch straight away, putting it in. Shaqiri's there! Xherdan Shaqiri! Come on, son! What an impressive goal once again from Big Shaq Xherdan Shaqiri. He is so dangerous in the box. He literally gets in front of his man every time. And what a beautiful, I believe it was a left-footed volley. Let's have a look at the replay on that. Ball into Mane. Beautiful cross in. Xherdan Shaqiri on that left-footed volley. And beat Buffon between the sticks. Lads, we're 2-0 up against PSG. Surely this is going to knock their confidence. Good lad, let's play this straight out to Shaqiri. I've got Mane over that far side. I've got Mane in behind. Beautiful. Oh, do you know what? I was thinking that was a beautiful ball. But unfortunately, Mane is just offside. It mustn't be by much. Oh, look at that. Literally one step over. Try and get a foot in, lads. Careful. Don't give away. No, 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 no. Good save by Alisson. And Alisson has kept it at 2-0. Ball coming in. Alisson, you've got to climb for that one. It's punched away. It's not the best punch, though. And it's just onto the top of the goal from Thiago Silva. And Mbappe is in behind. Let's go, Robertson. Get him in your pocket. Robertson, put it out. Nicely done. And I put it out, guys, so we can get our new players on. We've got Firmino going off for Sturridge. He's played absolutely unbelievable. We've got Naby Keita coming on for Milner. And a bit of a risk, but I put Van Dijk onto the bench and bringing on Matip in his place. I just feel like I cannot afford Van Dijk to get injured. Big ball in. Matip wins that one. Henderson flicks it on. Comes to Neymar at the back though. Let's try and get in here, lads. No, keep it. Oh, and unfortunately Forsberg has put them back with a bit of hope. Forsberg putting it 2-1. This is what I didn't want. We've only got 10 minutes to go. We need that third goal. We really do. Thought we were going to possibly keep a clean sheet, but sadly not. Let's win this ball. Nicely done. Playing it up to Shaqiri. We've got Gini Wijnaldum in the middle. Gini Wijnaldum's there. Mane! Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. I thought that was going to be 3-1. Oh, that would have been it. That would have been over if Mane would have put that past Buffon. Trying to play that ball through to Shaqiri. Probably should have just kept hold of it. But nevertheless, guys, the referee is blown for full time at Anfield. And we have won our first Champions League game against PSG. I have to say, I think we fully deserved that in the end. We stood tall. We played well. We scored goals. Unfortunately, not keeping that clean sheet. Xherdan Shaqiri with 4 attempts, 1 goal, and what an absolutely incredible goal it was. Alisson stepped up and played absolutely unbelievable today. Right, and after that absolutely insane episode, we are finally back at the Central. In 4 days' time, we face off against Southampton, and then 4 or 5 days later, we play Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. It's been a couple of difficult episodes, guys. Faced off against Spurs and PSG, and I really don't understand where this form has come from, but we are on fire. We managed to win both games. We're scoring goals. Absolutely unbelievable. Beating Spurs at their home ground 3-0, and then facing off against PSG, we got 2-0 up, and then sadly they went and put one past Alisson. The game ended 2-1. What an absolutely incredible episode. Of course, if we can keep this going, I'll be so happy. We are ending today's episode with us still top of the Premier League, which I'm very happy about. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.